Okay, so this is going to be part 2 of my vlog about the creative journey, and I have some exciting things to tell you about it. So yesterday, or the last time, I told you about the yarn that I'm going to work with, and that I was exploring socks, like mesh lacy socks, because this yarn it's got some elastic in it, so it stretches. And I thought, what can be better for a stretching yarn than socks, right? And also I think it's a kind of a socks weight yarn. As I told you, I don't have the label does not say anything, any information about the composition of the yarn or anything. So what I did, I went to Pinterest, as I said in the last time. I went to Pinterest, to Ravelry, to Etsy. I looked around, and I also watched some videos on YouTube to see, because there are all kind of techniques how to crochet socks. Like if you want to have the whole foot inside something more solid and then start the mesh pattern, or you want the mesh pattern to start from the beginning, or you want just your toes to be inside some kind of a more solid structure and then start the mesh. You know, there are all kind of techniques. And I have decided, because this is me, and this is how I like to design, and this is how I like to crochet as general, I like simple. I like simple, I like fast, I like texture. I don't like complicated patterns. So I went and started to look into some stitches. I decided I was going to make just the toes will be inside a kind of more structure, more dense pattern, and then the whole sock will be like a knee-height sock. It will be all mesh, and then at the end I will crochet something, I don't know, a kind of edge, I still don't know, that will be more closing and more, maybe even, I don't know, put a chain to a strap or something. I don't know. We'll see when I'm finished. So I went to look for different kind of mesh stitches. What I usually do when I'm looking for stitches, again, I do the same. I have this book. I go look around. So I have this book. It's called the Complete Book of Crochet Stitch Designs. And I go, I look around this book. I found 2 stitches that I really liked for this project. The first one is this one. I thought it would be really nice. It's called, they don't have names, it's number 7. It's a very meshy, kind of very open stitch. The second one is the Y stitch that I already used in one of my cardigans. Where is it? And I really loved it. Really loved it. It's very easy, and it makes a really nice pattern. This is the Y stitch, this one here, the Y stitch. So I have here the how to do each stitch. What I did next, I took my yarn, and I have to decide, I have to do gauge swatches to see what hook size to use. So I started with a 4.5 millimeter hook. Now this is a sock weight yarn. It's thin. DK socks, it's very thin and it's stretchy. So as you can see, it stretches. All my swatch gauges I did with a 4.5mm hook. I am not sure, maybe I will need to switch to a 4mm hook because I think it's going to be too open. Even if I want it to be kind of mesh and, you know, open with a lot of holes and everything, I feel it's going to be too loose. So first thing I did, I started, because as I said, I'm going to do just a kind of pattern for the toes, like 3 rows, 3 rounds for the toes, and then start the stitch pattern. So I did this, and then I tried all the stitch patterns. So this is the Y stitch. Look how beautiful is this stitch. I just love it. This is the Y stitch. Again, I use the 4.5mm hook, and this is the second stitch. Yeah, this one, let me see. Yes, where is it? Here. Yes, this is the second stitch that I showed you. Look how beautiful is this too. Both of them are really, really nice for a mesh kind of sock. So I haven't decided yet which one to use, but I started to see how it looks. Again, it's just a swatch gauge swatch, and also I have to calculate the stitches for different sizes. I'm not so good at it, like making an all-inclusive sizes patterns. Also, I have an 11 size foot shoes foot, which is quite large, 11 wide, US 11 wide. So everything if I try to do something for my feet, it's going to be big. And yeah, so I'm not sure yet. This swatch gauge, this swatch is using, again, the 4.5mm hook and making, using the Y stitch. Look how beautiful this is. And making 3 rounds of the just half double crochets. But I have to figure out how many stitches to start. Let's say if I want to start at size 8 until size 10 or something like that. So I will do 3 sizes and we'll see. I have to figure out now the number of stitches, and I will try a 4mm hook again to see how I feel, if it feels okay. This one, as you see, is very stretchy, and I don't know, it feels a little bit too loose. But I will try the 4mm and see if it's not too dense, because we are talking about a mesh sock. I have another stitch here that I found, but I didn't like it so much. It's more elaborated stitch, so I'm not sure. It's a really nice stitch, as you can see. It's a very nice stitch combination, but I'm not so sure. I am more going into the Y stitch, this one. The Y stitch is very simple and it's very beautiful. I like this also, so maybe we'll make 2. I don't know, we'll see. So this is it for my journey, and I'll keep you posted. I hope you like this. I'll see you soon again.